call this San Juan Economic Development Corporation Board of Directors meeting located San Juan City Hall, EOC room second floor, Tuesday, May 6, 2025 at 6 p.m. I'm going to call to order. Done. Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Jorge Garcia, interim EDC director.
Gillette Martinez, board member.
Neto Wahab, board member.
Marco Villegas, president.
Jesse Ramirez. Mario Garza. P. Garcia, board member. Benjamin Castillo, attorney.
Lauren Ramirez, filter.
Moving on to director's report, Mr. Garcia.
Start the meeting once again. As far as the director's report, we're reporting that we're working on the property listing for the City Hall restaurant on the first floor. We're waiting for the decals of the previous restaurant to be removed so that IT can go in there, probably tomorrow or Thursday, to do a new video and new pictures. That way we can list the property.
To promote it or to
Yes, sir.
You already got, okay.
We met with the owners of El Primo de China Taqueria who were interested. We met with them downstairs. We went over the agreement as well, the lease agreement, and they'll be getting that to us on that.
And they're the only ones that we've got.
So far, yes, because we haven't listed it publicly.
We haven't?
Not yet, because we're waiting on the footage from IT.
Okay.
But that should be
I think
getting done.
that we gotta wait on that because there's gonna be several people wanting
Yes,
to come in and
I'm sure.
as a board or as a community, we decide, which was best feasible.
Yes, sir.
But they've already called, so
Yeah.
they're already on, okay, thank you.
How did they find out that it was available?
The lead commissioner.
Yes, and that one I talked to them.
Okay.
In conversation, as I was going to mention this with Mr. Garcia, in conversation, we're trying to figure out what type of restaurant we would want in that area, what type of food that would hit and make sure that we have people coming in so that they're successful. And so they want to share their ideas as far as.
Yes, sir. What we were thinking was maybe like a deli, sandwiches, coffee shop, / bakery, that sort of deal. One of the corner bakeries that you see in Cal and other areas, that corner bakery or a Subway or Firehouse Subs. Something that they don't need the grease trap. That area doesn't have a grease trap, so we can't actually be processing.
Yeah, someone who else has to come in with hot food, say tacos in the morning, stuff like that,
Yes, sir.
would have to have their means of having it here. I know it's designed for hot foods and it was successful for a while with having hot food with warmers and to that, right, but no grease, no actual cooking, right?
Right.
So whatever company would have to take it upon themselves to, go to negotiate with it.
Yes, sir.
If it's so choose that we have a hot food as well.
That's correct. What works in their benefit from El Primo de China that they're right here, so their plan is to cook it here and then bring it
Okay.
over to this establishment.
This is down the street.
Yes,
Okay.
they're right here behind them.
Does the health department allow that?
So you can bring it over here? Yes.
Yeah, sometimes they don't allow when you cook somewhere else and you bring it over because the sanitation up there has to be approved by the health department.
I believe there's a time range that if it's in the car or a cooler, those sort of specifications, but it does meet the requirement because of the distance. It wouldn't be too much in a car.
I will check with the health department and the county to make sure that.
Well, as of today, we
You
have a rough
want the health department.
Yes, as of today.
Now we have a health department.
Yes. We started today, so taking care of that.
But we've already started, the city said, we've already started moving that back into our city.
Right.
As far as our own department, right, not the
Yeah.
county. So we'll be able to handle it, okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is just preliminary right now, letting us know
Right.
that they're interested.
Right.
Gotcha.
It was just a part of the report. We also met with a member construction regarding a proposed project. I'll be discussing that later on executive session. EDC will be hosting a workshop for business owners at the Juan Memorial Library. That's going to happen tomorrow from 12 to 2. Yes, sir. Martha's handling those sheets right now. Mr. John Pancras, our grant writer, will be there present.
Tomorrow, let me ask you this, why Who chose the time from 12 to 2? Shouldn't it be like in the evening now?
It was Mr. John, if you were
Yes, yeah, that's the time that Mr. John Pancras had.
Well, they need to understand that they work for the city of San Juan,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So I think you need to get back with them and figure out and see if we can change these times to later in the evening hours. 'Cause people work, you
Yes,
know
sir.
what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Well, this is for businesses, so
Well-
the businesses could be open in the evening as well. So, I mean, we'll try it this way. For this sake, as
Well,
the,
it's already made.
Or unless you're
keep
gonna
it like
have,
that for
you wanna
this
have
one,
another
and
one.
right, and then
Yes.
see how the turnout.
That is a plan tomorrow. We
Right.
won't have time to do the actual grant, so it was more of a presentation and
No,
then
of
having a
course.
follow-up.
Yeah, but I'd like to see, you know, having that same presentation at a different hour.
Yes, sir.
You know, even maybe 5:30 to, 6:30 or 7, I mean, I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Just to give those individuals
Y'all
that
already reached
can't
out?
make it at 12, from 12 to 2.
Yes, sir.
Based on what Mayor's saying, you've already reached out to like business,
Oh,
right?
yes, we hand delivered over 200
Okay.
flyers, and based on that, we should have a good turnout.
So maybe after, like you say, that this first one, we can go ahead and explain to them about having one in the, that way everybody can be accessible to it. Maybe in the evening. But for this one, for the sake of this one, to try to make, well, and then let them know that, or maybe their option if they wanted an afternoon one, that maybe more people can come,
I agree.
stuff like that. But we're good on that one.
We also met with ERO Architects concerning the revitalization project. Update concerning the deficient agreement document between Ryan LLC and the city of San Juan EDC. Mr. Ben Castillo will elaborate on that discussion that we had with him.
Yes, if you guys don't mind, if I could give you that update in closed session, because part of that update has legal advice.
Absolutely. Okay, we'll go into executive for that.
So the next item, presentation of updates on the city of San Juan EDC website. I'll have to present from the laptop over there, so let me get that over. Some of the items that we added on the website are these icons here: strategic location for growth, business friendly, family friendly, comfortable climate. Just things that would attract a business or distance from airports, from the international bridge, the low living cost, low crime rate, or yearly temperature year round, proximity to the coast, to South Powder Island, or things that would attract possibly businesses from out of town. The next thing that we've been working on is a real estate properties map. This is an interactive GIS map. You have this disclaimer just basically stating it's suitable for legal, it's not an engineering design or for surveying purposes. So here what we are working on, it lists all the businesses, buildings that are currently for sale in San Juan. You can turn it off and just show buildings or land only. You see the colors and the icons changing there. You list a property. It gives you the actual picture of the property, of the site location. Here it gives you information on the land or the building, square footage of the property, square footage of the building, the listing price. Here you can download the actual listing information that's listed by the MLS, by the real estate agent that has it listed.
So one-stop shop for all these business owners, correct? How many
Yes,
for
sir.
these
Yes, sir.
potential?
Yes, sir. And then here on the bottom, it says click here to contact city agent. You will be clicking on that, complete the survey. Every field has to be fully completed, if not, you can't proceed to the next step. Once they submit this inquiry of the property or the building, Ms. Lauren, Martha, and myself will be receiving that email notification that somebody's inquiring about the property. again if you want to see it. Do you all have any comments or questions on that?
I see this as a huge drastic improvement
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
from what we've been having, and I know, you know, talking with the mayor, that, you know, one of our things is getting, so Juan, like I said, and I mentioned it before, is on top of their game as far as EDC in the city and our monies and what's coming in revenue, and what we've been doing, developing our city. But, one thing we do lack is things like that in the PR. So I know we made it you know, something that we wanted to target, and obviously you've already started on that, so it's kudos to you. I mean, that's a big difference
Thank you. Yes, sir.
for our investors and everything. When they get on the page, they don't want to just see pictures of us and so on, and, you know, they don't want to know Coach Neto or my background. They really don't, you know, care about that. They want to know, that's the kind of stuff that we need to see promoting our city, so.
Yes, sir, and this information, this website, this dashboard will also collect information from where are the inquiries coming from. It could be from out of state, and you'll report that to us, people from Washington or wherever is looking into our properties, looking into our city, we'll collect that data.
Going to ICSC, I think that's a valuable tool, because now you can just direct them to that kind of website,
Yes, sir,
and they're able to navigate it.
and that's available on our website since this morning, so.
Any comments, guys?
Well, just kudos to both of you, or to your staff. Not only for this, because I know it was basically non-existent, but now you see a lot of improvement. And again, the community grants, and like Mayor mentioned, maybe future ones we can alternate the times
Yeah.
so to accommodate more
I agree.
people. But this is something that, from my understanding, we hadn't done before. So this is something that for our community. For you, yeah. So that's all.
Originally, thank you.
Yes.
So can, just
Well-
a comment. Is that okay?
No,
Not necessarily.
no, sir, so the time for public comment, during public comments is now, it's their agenda item.
Do you have a question on the agenda?
It was just a comment on the EDC website.
I wouldn't invite you.
It's okay.
We'll follow legal.
And that's it for as far as the director's report, we can go on to items.
That's already functioned.
Yeah, it's functioning
As of
already.
today?
Yes, sir, the pictures on it are accurate. The information on it, again, it will give you that pop-up on the right-hand corner. If you do want to click the actual download listing information from the MLS, it'll prompt you that as well. You can download a PDF. And then the information to contact the city agent, that's working already as well. We did test it, and we did receive those emails of the inquiries.
All righty.
Yes, sir.
Any questions, board, mayor? Good. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Item number 1, discussion and possible action, if any, on downtown revitalization plan.
That's something that's always on there,
Yes, sir.
just in case.
Item number 2, discussion and possible action, if any, on sponsoring the Angels of Love Youth Program 8 City Summer Tour 2025. I believe this is a new sponsorship that has been submitted to us, and we do have a representative from them as well.
Good evening. My name is Juan. I'm a victim advocate for Angels of Love. I grew up in San Juan. Mr. Ojeda knows me, and I graduated from Austin Middle School and there. So I would love to bring these programs to San Juan. We have a 9-year tour. We have our programs. We have our youth camps coming up. We have a Girl Power program, which is for girls 5 to 9, and the kind of girls is for 5 to 9, and the Girl Power is for 10 to 12. So in those programs, we teach girls to have self-confidence, to be kind with themselves and with others, to learn how to work as a team. We are a nonprofit for victims of family violence, so we focus a lot of intervention. With these programs, we hope to end the cycle of abuse. We also have our distinguished gentlemen. We just came up with this program because we only had it for girls, so they asked us, what about boys? So that's right, what about boys? So we came up with this distinguished gentleman program. Right now we're on our second cohort. We are going to elementaries, and it's fantastic. So we teach them how to be a gentleman, putting boundaries for themselves, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, And at the end, we do a sports coat ceremony. So we look forward to that ceremony on graduating with their sports coat. So we would love to have you as a presenter. Because for this program, we have male presenters. We also have our team dating audience. So with this one's all year long. I actually went to a presentation today this morning. I go to middle schools and high schools, and I do presentations on team dating audience. So we teach them how to have healthy relationships, how a toxic relationship looks like. You know, sometimes they come from a toxic relationship at home, so they see it as normal. So we hope to get your support to purchase programs here in San Juan. Again, I would love to have it in San Juan. So we're hoping to have your support.
Did we, Martin, did we just, also the Angels of Love? It should be.
No, sir, this will be our
This
first
is the first
time.
time?
This will be our first
For
time.
this program,
For
right?
this program, yeah.
Because we've given the Angels of Love
Yes,
before,
before,
right? In the
yes.
past. Regularly?
No, not this year.
But not
We haven't
this year.
this
We have
fiscal
not
year?
given it this year.
Okay. Okay. And this program will target our San Juan.
Yes, so we're partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of every city. So if the kids are enrolled in Boys and Girls Club, they will automatically get it. And if not, they can go to our weekend in McAllen, and anybody can go to that week for that week. So here in San Juan, we'll be through the Boys and Girls Club.
Any questions, Guy, board? Any motions? So
If I may, I would like to make a motion to go with a $500 sponsorship to fill this gentleman's sponsor.
distinguished gentleman sponsor, we got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously.
Thank you so much.
Get with Ms. Martha, and you all can get the details from there, right, Martha?
Thank you
Let
so
us
much.
know when these events are happening in Boys and Girls Club so we can attend. So there are our youth from San Juan that we're targeting.
We'll let you know. Hopefully we can have you guys as a representative for
Yes.
us.
Thank you
Thank you
very
so
much.
much.
Appreciate it.
The next item number 3, discussion and possible action, if any, on sponsoring the 3rd annual 5K for Heroes scheduled for Saturday, May 10, 2025 at 7 p.m. at the San Juan Sport Complex. The Marine Corps League requests sponsorship for the 3rd annual 5K. This is something that we have sponsored in the past.
This is a continuous one that we've always done, right?
And it's 7 a.m., sorry.
But-
No morning.
We said the last time that we wouldn't get money unless you ran it.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, my.
I hear it.
No, our armed services and military services and veterans is something that we always, both the city and EDC always stands behind, and Mayor knows the city side as well. So,
So we're right, man?
I'm already crapping just looking at you guys.
I don't even-
Somebody's got to run with me, guys. One of you run with me.
no,
Just-
you've gotten too good already.
I know.
So, with that being said, we would match our sponsorship that we always do.
The platinum 250? Is that what it is?
2,000,
That's what I'm looking at.
every year.
I'm not sure it's 1,000.
Oh, that's-
Yeah,
that's few years in the
The last few.
and let me ask you this real quick, so it's gonna be the same court, the same route,
Starting at the Mayfield
Mayfield?
and getting out of Mayfield, going to the trail.
To the trail under the,
That's a harder one, cause you go up.
You ready?
It's a larger one, like if you rent
there
it.
you go.
I mean, we had successful, I mean, we had more runs this year than last year. You know, we don't wanna do it in Mission, Calvin, and we always have it there. We are the only two, the Penn City, they are, I think we have.
We try to stick to San Juan.
Okay.
So bring people in, this way, you know, it's hungry, you gotta go into the restaurant.
There you go.
So that's the main thing. And all the money that we get is for scholarship money, which I will be awarding for this
I need
year.
a few copies of the flyers and the shirts in the back. We did put the city logos on our shirts.
So this one, this is wrong. It's
If you don't have it,
It was, been 1,000 the last 2 years.
Yeah, because I use it $250, $150.
It shows 250, the gold 100, silver 50, and then
On
bronze.
our website? Oh,
Yeah,
really?
that's,
Oh.
that,
No, no,
okay.
yeah.
So
Sí,
we
era
all
lo-
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, no, maybe you need to get with your,
Yeah.
yeah, maybe change it up. I don't
Oh, yeah, love it. You can't be greedy. Hey,
This is
whatever, you know, all is welcome.
That sounds good. If you, when you scan here, that's what comes up. I'll let them know.
Okay,
so what we on the shirt, so cool.
so, you made a motion?
I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve the $1,000 that we annually do for this event. That's in the motion. We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Plenty of water up there for us.
You gonna run? No.
You said it drink twice.
Item number 4, discussion and possible action, if any, on approving the small business lean grant for Rockin' Thrift for $1,000. This is to confirm that Rockin' Thrift has submitted all the required documents for the EDC mini grant application. The completed submission includes certificate of completion for the business development training provided by UTRGV, the 2-year financial projections, and 3 vendor quotes. And they have provided that, and Rockin' Thrift is here.
No. And it's, Thelma, Hermé, and, Saul, and Maggie. Okay, and, I'm sure some of you guys have heard about Rockin' Thrift.
Sure.
So what we started out as, I'm gonna do it quick. Started out as a, you know, a little small business, you know, but we found out that a lot of the area kids around here, you know, they wanted something like that. Because not everybody can go to the mall and go get, you know, $50 shirts or pants. So what we try to do is we try to get as much clothes as we can, and we price them at $8, $5, $8, $10, $12, $15, you know, stuff like that. But sometimes we do need a little bit of help, you know, that's what we're doing here. Some of our projects that we are trying to get going, right now I have Rockin' Ties to tie you over for graduation. And I'm doing that for the
What was that, ma'am?
Rockin' Ties to tie you over for graduation. Yes, so I am donating a tie to a student or graduate that needs a tie for graduation. You know, and I haven't gotten out to the schools yet because I don't know if I can, but that's one of our projects. I have another project coming up, scholarship. And our scholarship is gonna be a small one, but it's not, it'll be a small one. It'll be turned over to the student, not, you know, to a school or anything like that. Because a lot of the scholarships go to their school. What we wanna do is we wanna hand it over to them, you know, so that they can do whatever they want. We also have another project with books. We are trying to get a one of those boxes that you can put outside, and you know, leave one, take one, or you know, that kind of thing with books. A lot of our books, we try and get them, and I try and sell them at $2. You know, and if it's little kids, I just give them up. Just give them a book. You know, that's another thing. I don't know if you guys know about a lot of talent here in San Juan and surrounding areas, communities. We are trying to bring together a battle of the bands, okay? And that is something that, battle of the bands. And
I see you have 107.9 right here.
yes, and it'll be what we're going to target is the young groups, the younger bands. You know, we had a band all-grown rock band in the shop one time, and it drew in quite a few people, you know, and they loved it. So a lot of our customers, they are in bands. When they show up, they're not, you know, they're banding, but they'll let us know, like, hey, we have a band and we want to play for you guys. A lot of them. So what we were talking about was we want a battle of the bands, you know, something for the community, for the bands from the kids around. So that is what we are about, and it's been almost 3 years now, and it's been quite successful. You know, the flood kind of pushed us back, but you know, that's what we're about.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Thank you.
This is separate. And this is totally separate from like the signage.
Yes, sir, it's a mini grant for signs, a banner, window logo.
So this is the one that would go fall under the signage?
Yes.
The 1,000 or the 2,000 based on tenant or
Yes.
ownership? Okay. And so it's 1,000, right? So
Yes, sir.
they're renting it? You're renting right where your shop is right now?
Yes.
Okay. Board?
So I know there's 2 invoices, so either one will qualify, Mr. Garcia? So there's one for shirt, window decal on a banner, and then there's the other one for radio advertising.
Yes, either one would qualify.
Either one will qualify.
Yes, for promotion.
I think it's a good idea. And usually we hold up the signage and they have everything turned in, passed
Yes,
everything.
sir.
It's clear.
Yes, sir.
Paperwork, so with that being said, I'd like to go ahead and approve the $1,000 for the mini grant. The promotional expense application is all completed, so that's in the motion.
Second.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Thank you, guys. Thank you for doing business in San Juan. And anything else that we can do to help out, let's get going together for scholarships and stuff like that. We'll be willing to help out as well. Get a hold of Miss Martha again. Martha, we throw everything to you.
We just ask that if you can let the schools know that we will be, you know, donating ties to graduates, and all we ask is if they want to bring it back, so that the
If
following
we can
year.
get your contact, we can get with the schools.
Mhm.
You know what, I can say that as a, is that anything wrong with that? They just have to go to the right channels, right, to donate? He's also our school attorney for PSJ, which our students attend right now.
Okay,
To getting a little bit of legal advice, but if that's the case, I think it's a matter of communication and finding it right. As graduation's coming, after that, we'll be okay?
yes,
Get the ball rolling.
okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Just let me know who you want to give the sponsorship for.
Go ahead, sir.
Consent agenda is consider ratifying check number 1341 for the Boys and Girls Club of FAR for the Spring Wine and Food Festival on Thursday, April 24, 2025 at the Valencia Event Center.
Yes. And that was because we didn't make the quorum, we had to say, because we had the flood, and so we weren't able to get it on time.
Yes, sir, we were able to meet.
Okay, but it's something that's usually approved every year, the same
Yes, sir.
amount.
Yes, sir, we did the same amount.
And I know Mr. Armando Garza had already brought it to our attention on the board
Yes, sir.
that we weren't being able to have a quorum, so. Any members of the board?
Motion to approve.
We're good? Motion?
Make a motion.
Mr. Garcia made a motion, second by Mr. Ramirez. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes.
Item number 2, consider approval of the EDC meeting minutes for February 3rd, 2025, March 4th, 2025, March 17th, 2025, March 25th, 2025, and April 15th, 2025.
Any questions from the board for the minutes? Motion to approve. Motion to approve, I'll second. Got a motion and second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Richard?
Next item, executive session.
Executive session, San Juan Economic Development Corporation will convene an executive session in accordance with the Texas Open Meeting Act, Federal statutes and codes annotated Government Code Chapter 551.071, consultation with attorney, and Texas Government Code 551.087, deliberation regarding economic development negotiations. So at this time, do I have a motion to enter executive
So moved.
session?
Second?
We got a motion and a second, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're now going into executive session at 6:35 PM. Back from executive session at 7:05 PM. We have item A, Stewart Projects. Do we have anybody want to make a motion on that? I guess I'll make a motion on that. I want to go ahead and approve in the motion as discussed in the executive session.
So moved.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Item B. Do we have any discussion?
I'll make a motion to discuss and executive.
We got a motion that's discussed in executive session, and we have a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Do we have a motion to for adjournment?
So moved.
We got 4 motions and 4 seconds for adjournment. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting now concluded at 7:06 PM.